Today I'll be showing you guys the best builds for Season 3 in NBA 2K25. In Season 2, I had a 92 win percent, and it was because all of these builds. These builds are great for beginners, 2K casuals, and for competitive players as well. And all of these builds are great for every mode in 2K25, so leave a like and subscribe for more NBA 2K25 build videos. Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys the best point guard builds for 2v2 and 3v3, and even 5v5 modes as well. And after that, I'm going to show you guys the best center builds for 2v2, 3v3, and 5v5 modes. Now, I know a lot of people have 11 cap breakers, some may only have 5 cap breakers, and you may have just gotten the game so you don't have any. But don't worry, I'll be showing you guys 3 different versions of each build depending on the cap breakers that you currently have. So for the first build I'm going to show you guys is the current build that I have. I have 11 cap breakers on this build. So this build is for all my 2K rep grinders out there. So let's break it down and show you guys how I exactly made it. And this is for the 2v2 court only, okay? Don't worry, I got you guys with the 3v3 court as well. But for the twos, we're going to go point guard, or for the height, we're going to go 6'2", and for the weight, we're going to go 194 pounds. And for the wingspan, we're going to go 6'4". All right, so right off the rip, we're going to put our mid-range all the way up to a 94, okay? And we're going to get that all the way up to a 94, and we're going to cap break this up to a 99, okay? I'm going to show you guys first every single stat that I'm going to be cap breaking, okay? So we're going 99 mid-range, okay? The reason why we're going 99 mid-range is to get some of the best shooting badges in the game. Actually, all of them. We get every single shooting badge on Legend with a 99 mid-range. And then the next attribute we're going to be cap breaking is ball handle, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and put this all the way up to a 90, and we're going to use our next set of cap breakers on ball handle to get it to 95. Now at 95, you get the Steve Francis signature size up animation, and it is so good and so fast. I'm telling you, it is 100% worth having. We also get ankle assassin and handles for days on Hall of Fame, so just remember that. But again, we're going to be cap breaking this. We're going to be putting it at 90 and using our 5 cap breakers on ball handle. Then for our last cap breaker, our 11th cap breaker, we're going to put it on steel. We're going to put our steel all the way up to a 95 just so we can get glove on 96 to get glove on Hall of Fame. As you guys can see, we put it up 1, you get it on Hall of Fame, but we're gonna leave it on 95 and use our last cap breaker on steel to get Hall of Fame glove. Now for our speed, I'm gonna go ahead and put that all the way up to a 90, okay? I'm telling you guys, on the 2v2 court, running off ball around the court with a 90 speed is literally insane. Your player is so fast, you're running around like Flash, and I'm telling you, man, you're gonna be able to get open really easy. I promise you, man. It is easier to get open on this build with a 90 speed than it is dribbling. I promise. If you run around off ball, running around, dexing back and forth, you are going to get open more than you will be dribbling. I swear. Now for the agility, we're going to put this all the way up to an 84 because it's naturally going to go up there once we upgrade everything else on this build. For our strength, we're going to put this all the way up to a 52. Once we upgrade other things like defense and whatnot, it's going to bring strength up to a 52, so it's got to be at a 52. For the vertical, we're going to leave that at a 60. Now for the driving layup, we're going to put that at a 75. And for the driving dunk, we actually get a decent one. We're going to put that all the way up to an 80. Now the reason I like to go 80 driving dunk is to get the Devin Booker dunk package. It's nice, it's quick. It's like quick drops off one from the older 2Ks, and it's a really safe dunk package, so you're going to be able to score with ease in the paint. Now for our standing dunk, usually I like to go 40, but we had a leftover attribute, so we put it at 41. Now obviously, like I said, our mid-range is going to be a 99 once we cap break it, and our 3 ball, we're actually going to put this all the way up to an 89 to get silver limitless range. And I promise you right now, you're going to be able to shoot consistently on this build. I'm telling you, man, you're going to be able to do your thing. Again, mid-range with all the shooting badges, you're going to be able to fade your head off, bro. You can fade for mid-range, hitting the most contested shots, hitting whatever you want on this build. Now for the pass accuracy, this is on the 2v2 court. You are going to be playing with an inside center, like a tall, like 7-footer build, or maybe even a 6'9" center. They're not going to be like catching the ball at all. They're not catching it. They're not going to be shooting it. They're not doing any of that. So you're really not going to be passing the ball much. And I promise you, man, with a 65 pass accuracy, you're going to be fine, okay? Now, if you were ISOing and you want to, like, you know, dot your teammate, obviously, you're going to want to go with a higher pass accuracy. You could use these builds as templates, change anything you want. but the way I play, I go with a low pass act because I don't pass the ball, okay? Now, for the speed with ball, we're gonna go ahead and put that all the way up to a 91 to get Hall of Fame lightning launch. But overall, you're gonna be able to get yourself open with Hall of Fame lightning launch. You're gonna be able to do your thing, get yourself open for that 99 mid-range, fade it away, or shoot it with that silver limitless. And because interior is so cheap, we're gonna go ahead and put this all the way up to a 70. And you get some really good stops in the paint with a 70 interior. Now, for our perimeter defense, we're gonna go ahead and put that all the way up to a 92 to get gold challenger on this build. And for the block, we're gonna go ahead and max that out as well to get really good block animations in the paint and for good contest from the perimeter as well. Remember, you gotta have that high block to get contest. And we still have a couple more attributes left over, so we're gonna put our defensive rebound all the way up to a 60 to get bronze rebound chaser, and I still get some decent, rebound animations for being 6'2" with this defensive rebound rating. But this is my 11 cap breaker version of the best 2v2 build in 2K25. If you skipped to this part of the video, we are cap breaking mid-range to get up to 99. We're going to be cap breaking ball handle to get 95 to get Steve Francis signature size up and a lot of other playmaking badges. And we're going to use our 11th cap breaker on steel to get Hall of Fame glove. And let's go ahead and see what this build name is going to be. We actually do get shades of Steph Curry, which is kind of fire. And our build name is a two-way sharp shooting creator. Now I'm going to show you guys the best version of this build with 5 cap breakers. Now, if we only have 5 cap breakers on this build, I would change a couple things. Number one, I would put the speed with ball down to an 86. And if you want to max +1 this to get lightning launch on Hall of Fame, you could do that. I definitely recommend just going with an 86 speed with ball. And for my ball handle, we're actually going to put that up to a 92 and we're going to leave it there. We are not going to be cap breaking that. So we're not cap breaking either one of these. We're going to put our agility down to an 82. And we're going to put our steal rating up to a 96 to get that Hall of Fame glove. And then you really have leftover attributes, and it really doesn't matter where you go because you got everything you need. You could put your standing dunk up to a 45 if you'd like, and then you can come down, put your defensive rebound up 1, and then max out your offensive. And this is the build you get for 5 cap breakers. I think it's pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think about this. But I think this is the best version of a 2v2 build for only 5 cap breakers. Now let's go ahead and get into the 3v3 builds as well. Now I'm going to show you guys the best point guard build for the 3v3 and 5v5 mode in 2K25. I'm going to show you an 11 cap breaker version, a 5 cap breaker version, and a no cap breaker version. All right, so this is the 11 cap breaker version of the best 3v3 point guard build in 2K25. For the 3-point rating, we're going to put this all the way up to a 94. We're going to use our first set of 5 cap breakers on the 3-point rating to get that up to a 99 and to get every shooting badge on legend. And we're going to put our mid-range up to an 85 because on 2K Labs, apparently an 85 mid-range gives a pure green window. The ball handle, we're going to put this all the way up to a 90. We're going to use our second set of cap breakers on this to get it up to 95. As you guys know, to get that up to a 95, you get the Steve Francis signature size up and a lot of other good playmaking badges as well. So we're going 90 ball handle rating. Now for the speed with ball, we're actually going to put this all the way up to a 94 to get Hall of Fame. My bad, not Hall of Fame, to get legend lightning launch, which is a little bit faster than Hall of Fame, but I think it's worth it. And for our last cap breaker, for our 11th cap breaker, we're going to use it on steel and we're going to get it up to a 95 and use this to get it to 96. And as you guys can see at the top right, at 96 you get Hall of Fame glove. So those are my 11 cap breakers we're going to be using so far on this build. Now let's go ahead and max out the rest of the build. For the driving dunk, we're going to put this all the way up to an 80 to get that Devin Booker dunk package. Is very safe, easy to use. For the pass accuracy, we're going to go ahead and put this all the way up to an 82 to get gold dimer. And I'm telling you, man, I think gold dimer is very useful, very effective. You're on the 3s court, you got 2 other teammates that need to hit their shots. So I think gold dimer is definitely worth going for. We're going to go ahead and max out the interior to a 52. We're going to put our perimeter defense up to a 92 as well. And at 92, we get gold challenger. So I mean, we're 5'11". You know, we can shoot, we can dunk, we can play make, and we have defense as well on this build. And we're also going to max out the block rating to get the best contest we can possibly get on this build. And then for our speed, we're going to put that all the way up to a 90. And for our strength, it's going to be at a 49. And for the vertical, it's going to be a 62. We have leftover attributes, so we're just going to throw it on something maybe like defensive rebound, and then offensive rebound. And this is the build right here, ladies and gentlemen. I think this build is absolutely fire. This is the 11 cap breaker version of the best 3v3 point guard build in 2K25. We get 5 on three-pointer to get a 99 3 ball. We're going to put 5 cap breakers on ball handle to get Steve Francis at a 95 ball handle rating. And we're going to use our 11th, aka our last cap breaker on steel to get Hall of Fame glove. This is an amazing build. Let's go ahead and see what the build name is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, this build name is going to be a two-way perimeter shot creator. It's a pretty fire name. Let me know what you guys think about this build. This is the best 11 cap breaker version of a 3v3 point guard build. But now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the best version of this build for 5 cap breakers and for no cap breakers. Now, the first thing we're going to change about this build is if we only have 5 cap breakers, we're going to bring down our speed with ball to a 91. And we're going to put our ball handle up to a 92. And we're going to leave it at a 92. So we're not going to be cap breaking that at all. Unfortunately, we got to bring down our pass accuracy a little bit. We're going to bring it down to a 78. The speed of the pass isn't going to be much different, and you still get to keep versatile visionary. We're going to bring our mid-range down to an 84. We're going to bring our driving dunk up to an 82. We're going to put the steal rating back up to a 96 to get Hall of Fame glove. We're going to put the driving layup up to a 79 because we had some leftover attributes. There's really not too much we could do with the rest of this build with the attributes that are really important. You could throw it in free throw if you want, post control. There's really not too much to do. So we're just going to throw it in offensive rebound and a little bit of defense as well. But I think this is the best point guard build for 3v3 for only 5 cap breakers. Now let's go ahead and show you guys the best version if you're brand new to the game and you don't have any cap breakers. All right, so if you don't have any cap breakers, the build isn't going to be the greatest, but I think for a beginner, this is definitely going to get the job done. So first off, we got to go with a 99 3. You're going to get every legend badge in the game, every legend shooting badge, and you're going to be able to shoot very well. For the driving dunk, we're just going to be rocking with a 70. You get some basic dunk packages with that. And for the driving layup, we're going to put that all the way up to a 77. And a couple leftover attributes whenever I was making this build. So we just put it in post control to get it to a 27. Now for the pass accuracy on this build, you're really only going to be able to rock with a 71, but honestly, it's not that bad. It's not too slow, and you still get silver dimer. Now for the ball handle, I definitely would recommend going with like a 92 to get that gold unpluckable. And for the speed with ball, I would go 91. Now for the steal rating, I would definitely recommend going with an 85 just so you can get that interceptor on gold. For your agility, make sure you put that up to an 82. You need that to get shifty shooter on legend. And for your perimeter, I would just put it up to a 71 to get bronze challenger, unless you want to try to get a 74 to get on-ball minutes on bronze as well. For my leftover attributes, I kind of just do it in whatever. I mean, if you want some interior, you can max that out at a 46, try to get some stops in the paint. But I think this is probably the best point guard for 3v3 if you just got the game, if you have no cap breakers. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys the best center build for the 2v2 court in 2K25. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't play center much on the threes as a shooting center. So if you guys have a great shooting center build, comment your build with all the stats down below in the comment section if you want to help out others watching this video. But I'm going to show you guys a great version of a build that cannot shoot but is dominant in many other areas. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now for the center build, we're going to be going 7 foot, 257 pounds, and a 7'8" wingspan. And I primarily play 2s on this build, so just keep that in mind. And keep in mind, this is my 11 cap breaker version, okay? Now for the standing dunk, we're going to put this all the way up to a 90 to get rise up on gold. And you guys are going to see once I upgrade my other stats, we actually do get rise up on gold. Now for my offensive rebound, we're going to put this up to a 94, okay? Our first set of cap breakers we're going to use on offensive rebounds to get every legend rebound badge in the game, okay? So we're going to use our first set of 5 cap breakers on offensive rebounds to get a 99 O board. And for our pass accuracy, we're going to put this all the way up to an 87, and we're actually going to be using our second set of cap breakers on this attribute to get Hall of Fame dimer on this build, and we're going to be max plus wanting that badge to get it on legend, okay? So again, our first set of cap breakers, we're putting it on O board. Our second set of 5 cap breakers, we're putting it on pass accuracy to get a 92 pass accuracy. So for our last cap breaker, we're going to be using it on the strength attribute to get a 96 strength rating to get legend box out beast. I'm telling you, man, it's 100% worth it. For the vertical, we're going to put this up to an 80. You know what I mean? You just want that high vertical so you can, you know, get a lot of O boards. I'm telling you, man, vertical has a lot to do with the rebounding animations that you get. For the driving dunk, we're going to put this up to a 70. You get a lot of really good driving dunk animations. I think you get cats. You may get somebody else as well, but I'm telling you, 70 is definitely worth going for. For our interior, we're going to put this all the way up to an 88 to get post move lockdown on gold to do our best to stop these post scorers. For our steal rating, we're going to put this all the way up to a 60 so we can get interceptor on bronze. And for the block rating, we're going to put this all the way up to a 93. And at 93, we get paint patroller on gold. So you're going to be able to get some consistent stops on this build in the paint. For our defensive rebound, we're going to put this all the way up to a 94 just so we get some really good defensive rebound animations. For the speed, we're going to max that out. You're already 7 foot. You got to be quick. You got to be as fast as you possibly can be. We also get high flying denier on gold as well on this build. And for the agility, we're going to go ahead and put this up to a 50. And that is the build right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys skipped to this part of the video, this is my 11 cap breaker version of the best center build in 2K25. I mainly play 2s on this, but we're going to be using our 5 cap breakers on pass accuracy to get a 92 pass act to get Hall of Fame dimer. We're going to be using our other 5 cap breakers on offensive rebound to get every rebounding badge on legend. And we're going to be using our last cap breaker to get 96 strength. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and see what the build name is going to be. We actually get shades of Wilt Chamberlain, so that's pretty fire. And ladies and gentlemen, the build name is a playmaking defensive anchor. It's a pretty cool name. Let me know what you guys think about this build down below in the comment section. But let's go ahead and hop into the other version of this build that is a 5 cap breaker version. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring this back down to an 81 to get silver rise up on this build. With an 81 dunk, you're still going to be able to get pretty consistent stand dunks. It's not as good as a 90, but it still will get the job done. We're going to bring our defensive rebound down to a 92, and we are going to put our strength up to a 96. We're also going to bring our vertical up to an 82 as well. Then we're going to put our pass accuracy up to a 92 to get Hall of Fame dimer. If you want to max +1 that to get legend, you can do that as well. Now there's only a couple attributes left over to put anywhere you want. So, I mean, you could put it in agility if you want. You know, really all these other attributes really don't matter, but this is the build that I have for you guys. This is the best center build in my opinion for a 5 cap breaker version of it. And this is a great build. Let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comment section. In my opinion, these are the best builds in season 3 of NBA 2K25. If you guys would make any changes, let me know what changes you would make to these builds down below in the comment section. Again, if you guys want more build videos, leave a like and subscribe for more. But I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.